Okay, thank you so much for joining me today to Would You Hire You? And the 3 steps to improve your productivity. So let me go ahead and get into this. Again, welcome. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy evening and joining me actually for the Stiletto Boss's weekly business tips. This is going to be a pretty quick um, training, 15 minutes tops. And but if you have any questions, please go ahead and type them in the chat bar. I will be able to see them. So let's go ahead and move further. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Natasha R. Rector. I'm a creative marketing strategist that focuses on small business owners by helping them increase their online exposure and convert their website visitors into paying customers. I'm also the founder of Declare Your Wealth, which is a marketing agency, and I'm also an online course and workshop creator. Now, that's all I'm going to share with you about me. If you do want to learn more about me and my background, you can go to my website at natasharector.net. So I have a question for you, all right? If you were hiring, what questions would you ask a potential candidate and why? So feel free if you do want to answer this, but the question was, if you were hiring, what questions would you ask a potential candidate and why? So if you're not sure, that's really okay. It can be a rhetorical question, so no worries, no pressure. But when hiring, here's what you probably already knew. When hiring, the interviewer prepares questions that will give them insight to see if the candidate will be a good fit for their company. So, of course, they create thought-provoking questions to see where they are. So I have actually 2 simple questions that you can ask a potential candidate. The first question could be, do you have the qualities to be successful? And if so, please explain. Now, generally in an interview setting, if you're in HR or if you've just been on a lot of interviews, you know this. Generally, if someone asks you, do you have the qualities to be successful? 9 times out of 10, you're going to say yes, right? And you kind of hope that they don't ask you to elaborate. But in the event that you do ask someone, you should have a list of qualities that you would like, all right? Now, this is what I call my quality squad goals, okay? With the quality squad goals, here's some things that you want to think about. You want someone that's going to be dedicated to your business, right? You want someone that's going to just follow through and do everything that they said they were or that they are going to do. You want someone to be self-motivated. Now, you don't want, if you tell somebody that you're trying to hire, if you hire them on, hey, listen, Natasha, I need for you to make 50 sales calls by the end of Friday. You don't want to feel like you have to keep calling this person every day or every hour trying to light the fire up underneath them to try and do something, right? You really want someone that's going to be self-motivated. You're also going to want someone that's flexible. Okay, so let's say you have this huge project that has to be done today. You're going to want someone who is able to, be a little bit flexible with their schedule. Even though they may have to get off in an hour, maybe they can give you an extra 30 minutes, or maybe they can give you as much time as needed until the project's done. But the point is, you're really looking for someone with a flexible quality. So the next question, how will you represent my business? Now, when I ask this question, I want you to think of it more so like a branding question. And if you're unfamiliar with what branding is, I want you to think about the golden arches. Everybody knows the golden arches, right? Everyone knows that that is a universal symbol for McDonald's. That's their brand. And in fact, with me just mentioning McDonald's name, you probably already have some emotional ties to it. You probably feel a little bit nostalgic, right? You may remember having birthday parties as a kid yourself at McDonald's. You may remember the Hamburglar. I remember the Hamburglar, or Grimace. You know, you may remember all of these little characters, right? This is the brand. So McDonald's makes sure that they have a friendly environment for the family and a safe place for the children. That's their brand. So you're going to want to know who's going to represent your business, or who's going to be able to protect and share your branding message. So some of the brand squad goals that you can actually have is, you want someone that's going to be able to represent your company in an honest way, in an honest fashion. You're going to want someone that can represent your business in a loyal way. You know, if someone that's working for you and they're sending messages out about your business, and then in the same message they're sending messages about their Avon business, their Mary Kay business, their prepaid legal business, their Tupperware business, that's not really showing much loyalty to you. So you're really wanting to have that brand squad goal of having loyalty. You want someone that's maybe personable. Now, all of these goals, they are goals that I have, goals that I want to represent for my company. You know, for me personally, I'm very personable. So I want my brand to represent that I'm easy to talk to, that I'm approachable. So anyone that I decide to bring onto my team, they have to be able to relay that branding message as well. And of course, we want them to be professional. So now it's your turn, all right? I want you to seriously ask yourself these two questions. Number one, as the business owner, do I have the qualities to be successful? You can write these down if you want to answer them later. If you want to think about it and really break it down, I highly suggest that you do this. But as the business owner, do I have the qualities to be successful? Do you have the quality to be dedicated to whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish with your business? Are you willing to be dedicated to start something and complete something in its entirety? Are you able to be self-motivated? You know, is someone going to have to hold you by the hand all the time to make sure that you complete something in your business? Or are you going to be self-motivated? Are you going to be the type of person that says, you know what, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to go and knock on 5 doors? Are you going to be self-motivated? Are you going to be flexible? Sometimes when you're a business owner, you can't really have what I call the banker's hours. It's not like you can truly just wake up, start work at 11, and be done by 3. Now, you can, but it's going to take you longer. But if you're truly dedicated and you really want to follow through, and if you're self-motivated, that means the flexibility means you may not have as many hours sleep as you would like to, because you have to accomplish some kind of business goal. You know what I'm saying? So you really want to be flexible. But the question is, are you? If you're wanting these qualities from a person that you would want to hire, certainly you should possess the same qualities. The second question is, how will I represent my business? And give me a second, I got a chat message. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you find it very helpful. Thank you, I appreciate it. So the second question is, how will I represent my business? Not how someone else will do it, but how will you represent your business? Are you going to possess these brand squad goals? You know, are you an honest business owner? Do you have that quality? Are you an honest business owner, or are you that type of business owner that tries to see how you can take advantage of something, or how you can give it a little bit of value so that you can get much in return? Or are you honest and you're just upright and you just tell the truth in what it is? Are you loyal? Okay, in your marketing messages, do you decide to share, oh yeah, by the way, I'm also a healthcare representative. Oh, and I also sell insurance. Oh, and sometimes I sell makeup on the side. Or are you being true to your true business and giving it the attention that it deserves? Now, there's nothing wrong if you have more than one business. I have more than one business, but I don't market them all at the same time. Okay, so you really want to create that branding loyalty whenever you do share about your business. Now, for me, kindness is a big deal for me. All right, whenever someone thinks about Natasha R. Rector, or if someone thinks about Declare Your Wealth, I, I really honestly believe that when someone hears those names, the first thing that they think of is someone that's really kind, someone that's really willing to go out of their way to make sure that they're taken care of. All right, this is part of my branding message. And of course, just being professional. All right, there's really no explanation or there's no reason to break that down further. Professional is just being professional, right? So here's the thing, you should be able to answer each question with confidence, all right? The same standard that you would hold to a possible candidate should be the same standard that you hold for yourself. And generally speaking, for me, I hold myself to a higher bar because I believe that if I want someone to do something for me, I have to be willing to do it first, and I have to be a leader by example. So now that you know that you would hire you, that's awesome, brilliant, yay. You succeeded, but you know what? How will you increase your chances for success? And one of the number one ways of increasing your chances for success is by improving your productivity. So here very quickly, and we're almost done. As I mentioned at the very beginning, this is going to be a very short training, 15 minutes tops. But next, you're going to learn 3 short steps that you can implement right now. As soon as we are done with this training, you're going to be able to implement right away, and you won't have to worry about all that mindless busy work, okay? All right, so the very first step that you should do in trying to improve your productivity is to create a 30-day action plan. Now, everyone's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that sounds really simple, but it really is simple. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you. If you have a calendar, if you don't want to use paper or whatnot, I mean, you can use an online calendar. You can create an online spreadsheet. Or if you don't have any of that, get your spiral notebook. And what I suggest is write down the days of the week that you plan on working. Okay, and each day of that week, right underneath that day, the number one thing that you want to accomplish for the day. So as an example here, Mondays, I'm all about Marketing Monday. So every Monday, I know that I need to have some sort of Marketing Monday tip or strategy. On Tuesday, for the first week, engage in social media. So to me, that means that I'm going to reach out to my online Facebook groups. I'm going to read messages. I'm going to respond. I'm going to comment. I'm going to like, share, love. I'm going to do all of that on Tuesday. Wednesdays, this is a day where I know I need to create surveys for my past clients and just follow up with them. Thursdays, power hour, and so on and so forth, okay? So you decide what's that number one goal that you want to accomplish for the day, and then at the end of the day, before you lay your head down to sleep, ask, what did I produce today? Okay? Now, sometimes when you say that, you're gonna be like, man, I didn't do nothing. And I want to say it's okay, but it's not okay. Not if you're really being serious about your business. If you're truly being serious about your business, you need to strive to accomplish everything off of your to-do list, or at least for your action plan for the 30 days, at least that one thing. Now, I suggest if you don't, if you go to bed for whatever reason, something happens during the day and you cannot get to it, well, set your alarm and get up early the next day. Just carry over what you didn't get done to the next day, okay? And just start crossing stuff out. Now, here's the second step. Accountability partners or partner. Now, I will be honest, I have 4 accountability partners. All right. I have 1 partner for this, 2 partners for this, 1 partner for that. Now, with an accountability partner, and I mentioned this in a previous Power Hour, when trying to obtain an accountability partner, it's best to reach out to someone that has already accomplished that number 1 thing that you want to experience. Because of that, they're able to show you exactly how they did it. They're able to help show you steps to save time, okay? And they're there to help encourage you. Now, if you don't have anyone like that, then I suggest teaming up with someone that y'all have the same goals in mind. You know, for example, every Sunday, I meet with 2 of my accountability partners, and we ask, what did you accomplish last week? What happened? What was it that, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Okay, what's the plan for the following week? And throughout the week, here and there, we check in and see how we're doing. Okay, it's really, really, really crucial to have an accountability partner, because it makes you really take ownership for what it is that you're wanting to do. Okay, now you've probably heard this saying before, but I wanted to show this to you because it is in the Bible, Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And I just think this is a perfect Bible verse that goes really well with step 2 of obtaining an accountability partner. Now, number 3, I love this picture. I just love this picture. Small victories. And what I mean by small victories is to celebrate your small victories because it improves your mood. And when it improves your mood, it enhances your immune system. It motivates you. And hey, listen, I hope I don't offend anybody right here. None of y'all probably have ever heard me cuss, but there's no other way of saying it. You just get shit done. When you celebrate your small victories, it encourages yourself. It motivates yourself. You're able to say, you know what? At the end of that day, when you say, what did I produce? And you can say, you know what? I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Heck yeah, high five. Okay, so celebrate your small victories. Really get into the habit of that positive self-talk. It's cool that you can share this with others and with your accountability partners, what you've accomplished. That's great, but there's nothing like celebrating it for yourself. Okay, so make sure that you get that done. So we're about to recap here. Remember, what qualities do you need in order to see success in your business? And I want you to look internally, all righty? What message do you want to convey when someone hears about your biz? Would you be hireable or even a good candidate for your own business? Create a 30-day action plan, have an accountability partner or partners, and celebrate your small victories. No more wishing or hoping that your business will be successful. You literally have the power to generate success within you. You just have to believe. So if you like these quick business tips and would like to learn more marketing strategies, please visit me at natasharector.com, or I'm sorry, natasharector.net. I'm looking at it, .net. Make sure to follow also the Stiletto Bosses 1 on Facebook for next week's business tips by Stacy Bryant. So that is really it. This was such a huge accomplishment for me. I was able to do a training in less than an hour and a half. So thank you for taking your time out with me. If you have any questions, if you're part of the Stiletto Bosses Facebook group, post it there, or post if you liked it, post if you were confused, whatever, share some love. And I look forward to seeing you shortly. Take care. I wish you so much success, and God bless. Bye.